time again. My favorite time. I haven't played in a few days. I'm kind of busy with shit. Well, I have this D&D group that's actually starting tomorrow. Oh yeah, this is where I was. Okay. So, what do we want to do today? Journal. Everything look alright? Alright, borrowed the book, One True Love. Caravanesi's looking for his lost love. Okay, that's right. Shaking foundation. Oh, that's right. Stopping the creatures from digging. Let's go... Yeah, let's go see what's up down there. Alright, you know what? I think I want to check out these merchants. I didn't realize there were so many over here. The child skids to a halt and rubs his forehead with a grimy forearm, leaving arrow tracks of dirt across his ruddy skin. Hey, Shuva! He pans, shading his eyes from the sun and grinning up at you. Never seen you before. You called me Shuva. What does that mean? Huh? Jerim says. A cautious light enters his eyes. Really? You've never heard it? No. A nervous blush colors his cheeks. It doesn't seem like he's afraid of you, though. It's not mean, not really. It's a nickname for adults. Jerim glances at your face and goes for it. Some adults are nice to kids, hey? Pat the head, here's a flower, a bit of Nash, whatever. But some aren't so nice. They curse, they shove us aside when we're in the way. Kids remember shoves more than smiles, right? So, Shuva. I don't understand. How can a place be so the same but so not? Huh, interesting. Why are you so dirty, kid? I don't know, Paja and Kellinor make me wash twice a day. Guess the dirt likes me, eh? Do your parents worry about you running around? My parents? You mean Paja and Kellinor? They're watching me until my Mard and Ciro come back for me. Mard and Ciro? Huh? He says, looking just as puzzled as if you'd asked him what hands are for. Mard, Ciro, my parents. You asked me about them. Paja and Kellinor are taking care of me until they come back. That's another one, isn't it? No wonder Paja doesn't like me talking to people. Huh. Do you like playing in the market? Not always, but it's better than school, hey? And I like watching Zaufi make sculptures. The ones that go sharp and curly. Reminds me of the monster on the side of Scarl Hall. Scarl Hall, is that a building? Yeah, Shuva, Jerim says, chuckling. It's just a building at the center of town, 1,000 halls tall, with a mural on the side like Zaufi's sculpture, but flat in a purple rock. Don't think you're going to miss it if you're looking for it, hey? We might, Calistig whispers, studying Jerim with something like concern. The Scarl Hall has a grand temple at the center of town, like the child says. I say was because it was torn down centuries ago. I do hope he's lying, because otherwise he's mad. Where'd you hear, Shuva? Yeah, where'd you hear these words? I'm not allowed to tell adults about that, or about where I'm from. His gaze steals to Paja and Kellinor, both of whom are suddenly taking a greater interest in your conversation. Don't ask, eh? I'm in so much trouble. I'm not even sure what I did. Oh, poor kid. Oh, I hate to see this, Tiber says, raising his eyes to the sky. Such a bright and promising lad, and he's already keeping terrible secrets from his elders. What? Jerim says, squinting up at him. No, it's not like that. It's nothing rancid. I just promised I'd stay quiet, right? Tiber gives you a barely perceptible jerk of his chin, urging you on. Yeah, you shouldn't be ashamed of the truth, boy. Tiber nods, solemn agreement. You can't help noticing that he looks somewhat ashamed. Jerim wavers, looking between his adopted parents and the two of you. Finally gives up. Alright, I guess I can tell you, but you can't spread around, right? Alright, tell me where you're from. Who cares? Here, Shuva, he says, crinkling in frustration. I'm from here. It just up and changed without me. I grew up in the Downs. My parents lost their spouts on the work chain, and we went to sleep hungry more and more. Neither of them could look at me without crying, he swallows. But everyone in the Downs was starving. Wasn't anything new. People started using that archway more and more. He pauses, scanning your face. The downs have changed too. I can see it on his face. The archway? Big thing. Always good smells coming out of it too, like roasting meat and sunny days. I used to watch it, but I was never sure what it was for, you know? And the parents in the Downs never talked about it either. He shrugs without looking at you. Then one morning I saw Corna, a friend of mine, and her Mard go up. Mard gives her kiss, sends her through, and Corna never came out again. You know what did, though? Music. Close, Shuva. Lovely guess. But no, it was a metal ring, he says, lowering his voice to a confidential whisper. Didn't look to be worth much, but every once in a while you'd hear Corna laughing. Wherever she was happy, right? He raises his hand to his cheek, then continues. Handful of days pass, and my Mard takes me for a walk too. Said she'd find me when they'd saved the money, kiss me, and push me through it. Woke up outside another archway, up in Government Square. Paja and Kellenor were waiting for me there. Jareem rubs his nose. They're not so bad, but I keep hoping my parents will stop by to visit, even if they don't have the money yet, right? He pauses, rubbing up the sudden moisture in his eyes. I try to laugh a lot so they can hear me, though. Oh. It looks like I've exhausted everything. Cool. Yeah, let's see what these merchants have, huh? I'm not shoving. Can't talk to them, huh? Zalfi the sculptor. This portly man's cracked and bleeding hands are always moving, picking fretfully at his thick hips, running through his thinning hair, or molding aimless shapes in the air. His clothes are marked with paint, dust, dried blood, and clay. His eyes brim with frustrated tears as he studies the strangely familiar sculptures arrayed about him. A soul like slivers of ice, he mutters. Fingertips long, shriveled sharp, screams trapped in flesh. She holds him in place. She's killing him. He's not looking at her. Why? Why isn't he? Afraid? No. He claws absently at his sparse beard. What am I not seeing? What am I missing? Who was he? What was he feeling? Without that I can do nothing. A potential customer. What? No, you're not, he says, effortlessly drawing you into his self-directed tirade. No one wants these. They're honest, but ugly. Death pulled from dead stone. He coughs a cloud of dust. And I wouldn't sell it to anyone in any case. Not even for a tuft of bread. None of them are worth buying. None of them are right. I am Zalfi, stone carver, sculptor, divine painter of living eyes, and in this challenge, my greatest work, my talent has finally abandoned me. He sweeps a scornful hand at the sculptures. Behold my art, wanderer. Witness these dull stumps, these crude replicas of sublime being. What is it you think I've made? Try to recall why the sculptures look so familiar. I gotta fucking... Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Success! You stare at the sculptures, your memories flow into its sweeping curves, teasing you with what you've seen in your short life and beyond. Yes, this towering thing is the true form of the creature that pursues you. Zalfi has sculpted the sorrow. You don't realize that you've spoken aloud until you hear Zalfi's gasp and see the tears in his eyes. Yes! Sorrow, or even grief, is present in the work. I feel it, but where? I cannot pull it from the stone. I saw this creature on a cold night not long ago. Smoking coronas of blackened light drew me to my window, Zalfi says, shaping the scene in his palms. And there, on the street below, was she, gripping a man in her talons. Before my very eyes, she ripped his essence from him, leaving him a steaming husk. He drops his hands. But what do you care? You don't grasp the importance of capturing such a subject. You wish to capture the emotion of the victim? The monster didn't deserve. Zalfi stares at you, dumbfounded. Yes, he says finally. Gods around us? Yes, somebody gets it. He points a trembling finger at the faceless stone human. He stared eternally in the face and did not blink, but he will be forgotten unless I capture him here, and I cannot do that unless I know what drove him. Zalfi swallows bitterly. The moment he fell, I ran for the street, but the Dendra O'Hur claimed him first. Now I'll never know who he was. Let's see, is there anything else you can remember? How many statues of this being have you made? Yeah, let's do that. Ha! If only my efforts could be limited so. I've sculpted that blasted moment in marble, granite, and clay. I've painted it in oil and blood. It even follows me into sleep, where I weave the scene from clouds and dream stuff. A frustrated tear rolls down his cheek. Even those were flawed. Artists, Tiber murmurs. You'd think they'd be happy bunch. They'd be happy bunch? A happy bunch? They slap paint on canvas and someone pays them for it. But no, they thrash about in their sleep, moaning and stealing all the sheets. You turn your attention back to Zalf. Is there anything else you can remember about the creature that killed your subject? Zalfi waves a hand. That's what all the other people ask me. Typical, isn't it? Ignore the incandescent flare of this stranger's brief life and focus on his murderer. She's so much more glamorous. Don't tell me that's what you want to know. I thought you understood. The creature's haunting me too. I need to learn everything I can about it. Read a book then. Pester a scholar with your questions, for all the good it will do you. And when the beast claims you as well, spare a prayer for the artist who will drive himself into the grave trying to capture your final moments. Huh. Tell me about the Dendra O'Hur. They are a cult and a curse, Zalfi says. They would have you believe they exist to preserve the great works of humanity, to celebrate life. You may even believe them until you smell their breath. The truth is that they squat in the underbelly chapel, eating corpses and claiming it gives them power. If I learn anything about your subject, I'll let you know. Cool. Oh, I got a quest. Search the sorrow's latest victim in the chapel. Okay, cool. Yes, I've played Final Fantasy V. I've played and beaten all the major Final Fantasies, so by major I mean like not the crappy like Game Boy ports or I mean like whatever's in the X2, X3, X300. Except for Final Fantasy 1. I never beat 1, but I think I beat all the others. As you approach this group, the wild-haired woman eyes you speculatively and whispers something to her companions. They burst out laughing and a slight smirk plays about her lips. A breathing mask dangles from a cord around her neck, and you can see where it has cut permanent grooves in her face. She ruffles her hair, messing it still further, and sings out, "Oh, look, my birds, it's the changing god, come by a slave from old Toll." Who are you? You've come to me and you don't know who I am? I'm Toll Magur, one of the few licensed slavers around here. Criminals, outcasts, the unwanted. I take the dregs of society and turn them into something useful. How do you manage that? Slavery is illegal in Sagas Cliffs, so I don't have slaves here. What I have is stock. Outside these walls, the sifters need someone to sort through the dirt, and the creft to find useful Numenera. Landowners need backs to till the fields, and in the bloom, the guides use criminals to open maws and new worlds and new opportunities. For all these people, their term's not forever, and it's rarely fatal. It's a paying of debts, that's all. Anyway, my merry little band and I, we're glorified bounty hunters. We collect runaways, the broken, the useless, and we give them homes and a purpose. They've got to work for a living, well, unless they get sentenced to the bloom. But it's better than preying on the weak, aye? Better than the cast-off life. She smirks. Yes, I know what you are. I have knowledge that might interest you. I'll part with it even, at a reasonable price, of course. What kind of information? You think you'll get it from me that easily? I don't think so. I know your type, you cast-offs. Not a one of you can be trusted. I give you this information, you're gone before I can collect my price, so you forgive me if I decline to say outright what secrets I hold. One of my wards has run off. She's taken a head wound, not my doing, and I've been watching after her. I don't know where she's gone, but I suspect she's headed to Cliff's Edge. Plenty of other urchins clamoring around the place, and she'd find it easy to blend in. Sadly, my trope and I are detained here, so we can't go ourselves. Alright, and I scan thoughts. These lack nibbers are tired of hunting her. Damned girl hides well. Too well, so she hides. She's a scrawny child. Name of Rin. Head wound, but it's covered by dark, curly hair. Has a little necklace around her throat. Babbles about her gods. I think I've met her. Go get her for me, and I'll tell you what you want to know. She pauses. But then you pretended to be the changing god. No, I didn't. Not to her. We'll see what that costs you. Answer me a few questions first. Fine. Man. Beloved slave. Yeah, I know where this is. Oh yeah, I need to check out this chapel, don't I? Alright, I think she was down here, actually. Was her name Reen? Ah, nope, that was someone else. Let's see if she's seen her. Guess I can't. The furtive Eodolone. Automatically hide at the end of each turn with a bonus to avoid detection. That's fucking amazing. 150? Man, I want that. Flex skill. Man, I could almost sell that and have enough money, couldn't I? Okay. Can't this guy fucking equip this? Who's the jack? Yeah, this guy's the jack. Yeah, there we go. So he can use flex skill. Increases the jack's skill level in a chosen item once per day. Okay, cool. Quest item. Error. Antagonist. Oh, he's already wearing armor. Okay, yeah. So 2 physical. Nice. What the hell was I doing? Oh yeah, we're looking for the... Alright. Hiding at the district... Oh, Cliff's Edge, not the Underdark. So, let's go to the Cliff's Edge. It's over here, I do believe. Yeah. Oh, let's see what's down here first. Oh man, my feet are already fucking hurting. You find a jumbled pile of large rocks at the end of this roughly hewn tunnel. The motionless limbs of the stickus protrude from the mound, and the rents in the carapace, painted with dried ichor. Move the rocks. Who's got the strength? Surely you do, huh? 85. No, she definitely doesn't. That's the jack. Alright, we're gonna do my fighter. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just go ahead and make sure it succeeds. Cool. Success! The first rock is the hardest to shift. Once you warm to the task, you are nearly flinging them aside until you have fully exposed to the corpse beneath. Examine the uncovered corpse. Clearly, the creature was digging this tunnel when the roof collapsed and killed it. Its smaller claw is mangled and smashed, but apart from the crushed thorax and a few gashes in its carapace, the body itself is surprisingly intact. Lore Natural tells me that the creature's claws left furious gouges in the fallen rocks and surrounding walls. You realize that it intentionally collapsed the tunnel. It wanted to die. Ho ho ho! It wanted to die. We got a suicidal fucking lightning battery monster. Let's go talk to this guy and see if he can tell me anything about that. Ooh, I know that's level too, look at that. Checked. You dig under the city, tell me about this place. Can you take me somewhere? Huh. Yes, and shins. Clicks and whistles. You must have the sense of the language, the structure, the feel, the sound of the scent. The itch in your mind intensifies. You can feel the memory of the stickest language waiting to reveal itself. What do you use shins for? It points to various items on your belt in person, and you are thinking it's telling you that the stick is by items from a human. Oh, god damn it, fuck off. Can you take me to the place where your eggs hatch? The scent that waves from the stickers is disgusting, like organic matter that has been baked, digested, and defecated a second time. Ugh. Its hands clench hard and grates. No. Are you sure you can't take me where your eggs hatch? The air grows redolent with foulness. Chekekt does not move. Let me ask you more questions. See ya. Cool. Man, what a neat game. Not really hearing much sound though. Do the sound levels sound alright there? True? Damn, this is a long fucking load. Alright, where's this fucking Reen? Let's go check the kiddos first. Oh, what was that? Crashed airship. What's this chick got again? Medelia glittering. Have you seen an escaped slave girl? She gives you an odd look. Don't tell me why you're asking. I don't want to know. There are children running around here all times a day, but I couldn't tell you one from the other. And as to whether they're escaped or not, well, she shrugs eloquently. All children are running from something. Alright, let's see what you got for sale. Root spike. Physical damage immobilized. Huh. And that's a healing thing? Yeah. Cool. Let's ask little Zeb. Doesn't look like I can. How about these other kids? A little girl in a patched tunic kicks a pebble in a circle while reciting in a sing-song voice. Joy, 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 sorrow, joy, 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 joy. Hi. Let's watch her play. Joy, yay! She looks up at you. I got 5 in a row! She shrinks back as she realizes she's talking to someone she doesn't know. My brother usually talks to all the strangers. Can I ask you some questions? Nervous, she glances at her brother, at the older boy nearby. I guess. What's this game you're playing? It's called Sorrow and Joy. I made it up. She starts kicking the pebble again, first with her left foot and then with her right. You have to kick the rock left, right, without stopping. That's joy. If you kick it twice with the same foot, that's sorrow. 5 joys in a row means you win. 5 sorrows in a row, you lose. Is there any reason why you use the word sorrow? I don't know, I just like it. Sorrow, sorrow, joy, joy, joy. What's your name? Is this your house? My name's Nim, and this is my daddy's house, and he's not home right now. Only me and Zeb and Avina live here now. We're waiting for Daddy to come back. I scanned thoughts. He said he'd be back now and then. I hope it's now. Where is your father? He's in the Bloom, being a watchman. He comes back any day now. What about the neighbors? Her eyes fill with tears, and she looks down the road toward one of the fallen houses. My friend used to live over there, but she... Her brother interrupts. It's okay, Nim. You don't have to talk about that. He gives you a quick shake of the head and carefully wipes his sister's eyes. Alright, whatever. See ya. To continue a rise and fall of the pistons on the device. Oh, I've read that before. Alright, let me move. There we go. My poor feetsies. Lost of self? Loss of self? What is that? This young woman clutches herself and growls, low and continuously, under her breath. Pearly white light shimmers from a vial on her wrist, and her eyes are red-rimmed, as if she's been crying. You've never seen her before, and yet your hands are sweating, and your breath catches you in your inherited chest. Shame bursts your throat, hot and sour. Your body recognizes her, even if you do not. Oh, previous shell of the fucking god. Leave me alone, she mutters, and it's a moment before you realize she's not talking to you. You took my face. You stole my family. Whisper at me in my own voice. Isn't that enough? Isn't that... She breaks off when she sees you. She's in my head, and she won't. Shut up. Talk loud. Talk over her so I can hear you. You hear a woman in your head? Yes, she says, biting the word like an enemy's throat. Now stop talking about her. It brings her forward, and she clings. She whines, and she won't stop, so please stop talking about her. I scan thoughts. I am not some woman. I am you. Please let me in. Sorry, but I wanted to hear about the... Alright, well, what's the shiny object you're holding? She flinches, but reveals the veil strapped to her wrist. It glows with an inner light, and the tiny ripples within seem to cast moving shadows on her palm. I woke up one night in a building I'd never seen before, she says, soft and low. I found this beneath a pile of blackened scales. If you shake it, it makes a picture. Watch. She jiggles the veil and holds up her hand. Indistinct shadows mimic the motion on her palm. That's a dangerous weapon. You should give it to me. Ah. This guy's a sweet talker, isn't he? 60? Damn. How about you? Nope. How about you? Fuck, man. How about me? Well, that's the best we're doing, I think, is my sweet talker. A free 60%. Come on, baby. Yeah! Success! Her fingers tighten over the veil, then loosen. Alright, she says, looking desperately unhappy. Oh, I feel bad now. Still, she seems somewhat relieved when she hands it over. Alright, let's describe Reen, see if she's seen her. The little girl? I've seen her crawling into the ruined house over there. I've been worried about her, but she gives you a wry grin. I've had my own problems lately. Ooh, so she's right over here. Yeah. I want to hear about the woman in your head. No, every time I think about her, she inches closer to me, pulls on my arm. Stop asking me about her, please. Closer. You want to let me in. Why fight me? Can I just ask like 3 times or whatever? She growls under her breath, but does not respond. Huh. Did I already fucking go over here? Huh. Can't do anything? It's weird. Oh, excuse me. Jeez, that was loud. This dilapidated structure has been converted into a cheap boarding house. Inside, people sprawl on filthy mattresses in a dimly lit room. Oh, it's gotta be this one, huh? Okay, this house was reduced to rubble when part of the cliff face collapsed. There's evidence that squatters have slept here recently. A ragged blanket, rotted fruit peelings, and footprints in the dust itself. Something scratches deep within the rubble. It sounds like someone or something is here. Dig deeper into the rubble. You crawl partway inside, pushing aside boards and a thin slab of slate. A small girl grasps, throwing up a hand to block the sudden light. She's young, no more than 10 or 11 years old. She has made herself as small as possible to fit inside the tiny gap in her rubble. Her hair is dark. God damn it. And curly. She pulls herself deeper into the rubble, away from you. Why are you hiding in there? She puts a finger to her lips, then tries to shoo you away. You hear a voice behind you. I told you patience would pay off, lads. The slavers. Oh my god. Oh man, I gotta decide what I'm gonna do here. Wait, what? Is this a cutscene? Is something supposed to happen? Hello? Is my game fucked up? Huh, let's try loading. Could I interact with the... There we go, it just took a while. Maybe. Let's give it 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and... Okay. Thankfully I saved right before I did that encounter. Can't expect it to be bug-free yet. Still a backer-only beta. And they've pushed this off like so many times. It's not even this year now. Alright, let's see if it works this time. Don't click anything. There we go. Some thugs stroll over. They all carry weapons at their sides, though they walk with the cocky assurance of those who don't expect to need them. I swear I checked this hovel, says one of them. She wasn't here. No one was. How did this draft find her so easily? He gestures dismissively in your direction. Don't fret it, beggar. The thug looks you up and down, and calls out in the direction of the rebel. Come on, little bird. Doesn't matter how good you are at hiding. You had to come out sometime. Little bird. Okay, game, you're gonna bug out on me again? Did you see me move her? That was funny. So let me do it again. Ah, god damn it. try one more time. These are the kind of bugs that kind of make me quit playing a game, you know? Game stopping, like, literally. But if I do have to quit here, that would have been long enough of a clip. Jeez, can I even... I can't even control my character now. Well, I guess that was a long enough clip. We'll try again next time.